Yo, and welcome to another video, and this is my a new series I'm gonna start. Um, Obviously we're close to Black Ops 4. I've been a zombies fan for a long time now, since Black Ops 1 time, um, and I really enjoy the game. Now, I've come back to Black Ops 3 a lot recently. I'm really enjoying the game again, like I used to when it was the main COD. I didn't mind Infinite Warfare Zombies. It was playable. Like, it was good for what it was. World War 2, not a fan. I tried to give it a chance. My Prestige 3 in it. I tried to, but I can't get into it. It's not interesting to me. It's not fun. Like, personally, to me, like I do all the Easter eggs in maps. Like in Black Ops 3, I did all the Easter eggs multiple times. In Infinite Warfare, I did all the Easter eggs, went back through them, got director's cut. World War 2, I only did the final ranks, casual and hardcore Easter egg. I didn't do any of the maps. But anyway, we'll talk about Shadow Evil. So basically, we're gonna go through every single map in Black Ops 3. So Shadows Evil, the Giant, the Zetsubo Guru, the Revelations. We will be doing Zombies Chronicle as well, so like Nard, Shinonima, Kino, Ascension, Shangri-La, Moon and Origins, I believe. On the way to Black Ops 4. Now, when Black Ops 4 comes out, I'll be doing a lot of videos, tutorials and things. Just first gameplay of the map. The maps, we're actually getting 4 maps on release. I did play the beta. You can see it up on the channel. Not a fan. I only did one video of it. I'm not a fan. I will be trying out the Battle Royale mode, but I'm not a big fan of the multiplayer. But anyway, let's get into it. So, Shadows of Evil. Now, do I like this map, or do I think it's a pile of wank? I love this map. It's one of my favorite. Actually, no, change that. It is my favorite map in Black Ops 3. It was from the beginning, actually. I really liked it. I liked it over the Giant. I love the Giant, but I liked it more than the Giant. The reason why I like that is because I personally prefer Wardereese. You know, just having that PPSH, even though the One Dwarf was a pile of shit. Took my jug away, but still kept the icon there. Pretty cool. So I like Shadows of Evil. Der Eisen Draka came out. I was just always a fan of Shadows of Evil. I'm not going to go too far into the other map because I want to save it for the actual video that I'll do on each particular map. But I've always had a real thing for Shadows of Evil. At one point I did fade away from it a little bit. Like, not that I didn't like it, but I got a bit bored of it. I played it so much though. I remember when the Zetsubo dropped, like, I played about 2 games. I was more interested in playing Shadows of Evil. Like, that doesn't mean I don't like Zetsubo. It doesn't mean I hate Zetsubo. But I'll save that for the. I'll explain all that when the actual. I actually do the video for that map because it's actually quite a funny story actually. But anyway, this map's Easter egg, so obviously a lot of people like to do Easter eggs. Personally, yeah, I do all the Easter eggs, but I'm more of a high round person. I like my high rounds on all the maps. I'll always try and go for high rounds. I love maps where there's either a good training spot, good camping spot. Personally, I like to train. It takes more skill to train. It makes you a better zombies player, and I just feel like it's more entertaining than just sitting there. But there is a few maps like the Giant and the original Der East where it is good to camp, and I do enjoy. I can't talk. I do enjoy sitting on the catwalk. Now, Shadows of Evil is a great map for high rounds and Easter eggs. So you know, there's plenty of places to train. I mean, you can kind of train the Junction. I mean, it works. But I mean, everybody trains in the Rift, so you'll either train in the Rift, which I'm pretty sure is the gameplay, or you can train the Pack-a-Punch room. You can train outside the burlesque. Outside the canals, I think that's the burlesque. No, it's not. Ruby Rabbit. It's the Ruby Rabbit. Burlesque is Jessica's area. The Ruby Rabbit in the canals. You can train outside that with M87 Mobiles. It's a little bit more harder, but you can do it, and it is good because I mean, if most people build this shield right there, so you can easily just pick up the shield and you'll be cool. You can just throw Dead Wire on an M87, have like a Haymaker, Brett Shield, KRM for the Marble, and have the Apothicon Servant for getting out of shit. You can the Easter egg. So the Easter egg. It's fun. I'm not a fan of the flag step. The flag step really pisses me off. But the boss fight bit with the Shadow Man, we have to like shoot him. You have to rise up all the keepers so they aim their swords at him, break his shield. Then you have to shoot him until he goes over the pedestal. He turns to the giant worm. He goes in the summoning key, stuff like that. That's cool. And the end is right where you have to electrocute the tracks and then turn on the train. It goes into the huge Apothicon. I mean that's all cool and stuff. I like that. That was a pretty good ending, and then obviously the ending where you see Richtofen come in, which is pretty cool. Unless you're on last gen, you saw Gen Richtofen. We're not gonna talk about him. He's a friggin' noob. But overall, the Easter egg and high round this map are good. Now, replayability. So like, how many times can you play this map over and over again? Can you like get fully set up and replay it again? Me personally, no. I love Shadows of Evil. It's my favorite map in Black Ops 3. But I can't like get fully set up, get the upgraded sword, get the Apothicon Servant, get Pack-a-Punch, like do everything, and then just restart. Like I just then die and then just restart. I just can't do it. It just doesn't. It's not in my brain. It just cannot be done. Now, if you can, then fair enough to you, but I don't know how you do this. Like, I want to be like you. Because I like things like it, but I really like it for high rounds. But I just don't like its setup process. Mind you, it is like that with a lot of zombies maps. Now, I love going for high rounds, I just don't like the setup process. Not that I can't do it, but I'm good at it. Like, I like never die on the rituals, I get them all done by round 2 solo. Like, they're easy. But I just don't like doing them. So, with the setup process, like, I guess that puts it down a bit. I don't like the setup process on this map. Like, it can be fun if you don't do it for a while. Like, sometimes like I'll leave this map for like a week, jump in, and the rituals feel really nice to do. It feels like new, especially if you play other maps. Like if you jump on a game with a giant and go on a game of this, like it's much more to do. Because like when you compare Shadows to the giant, there's really like 2 ways you can put it. So if you have a spare, if it, like you have some spare time, right? So you have like a few hours or the day to yourself. You're not really planning anything. You want a more longer experience of zombies. You've been creating with zombies. You want to have a good long game. Play Shadows of Evil. More to do. If you have like half hour, like you're going out somewhere with your family or friends and that, jump on the giant. You can easily just jump in, get on the catwalk, and just get to around 30 before you go out. They're different. I mean, like Shadows of Evil in 30 minutes, half an hour, you can get to around 10. 30 minutes, half an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. You want to get to around 10-20 if you're doing everything. And that's just not fun because that means you've done all that and then you're just going to go out anyway. So the next thing is the wonder weapon. The Apothicon Servant is my favourite wonder weapon of all time. You'll see it in the background in the gameplay. It is my favourite wonder weapon of all time. It was the Thunder Gun because I started playing in Black Ops 1. Brought back a lot of memories from Black Ops. I always keep it like it's one of my favourite wonder weapons. Like I remember when I first got out the box. It's always going to be up there, one of my favourite wonder weapons of all time. But the Apothicon Servant took over it. Because the Apothicon Servant is a little too good. A little too good. I'm sad it's not pack-punchable in Shadows of Evil. I mean, it was supposed to be, but it got replaced with Revelations, and you're going to hear a lot about that when we do the Revelations one, because I'm not very happy with that. But I wish it was still rid of one in Shadows of Evil. I mean, obviously it was very overpowered. This Shadows of Evil upgrade, obviously they toned it down in Revelations, but I think that's what made Shadows of Evil special. It had a really good, overpowered, 25 shot, long ass lasting portal wonder weapon. It's what made it unique. It was like the tentacly Cthulhu-ish map. I was at about some of that, but I mean, this is the map. I mean, you have a giant squid in the fucking sky. They should have just kept it. It was overpowered, but that's good. I mean, the normal Apothicon Servant now, you can't upgrade it, and it only has 10 shots, and the portal doesn't last very long. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still amazingly good. Like, even the non-upgraded version of it is still an overpowered ass weapon. But the upgraded version of it in the original Shadow is overpowered times 10. Now I actually have, you can still get, if you want to upgrade the Apothicon Servant, if you never actually tried it out, you can do it. All you have to do is just delete the game. Just delete the game. Don't update it. So don't do the patch. So you have the pre-patch day 1 version. So you've got no updates or anything, and you will have everything. Like you'll have like the old Bloodhound. Bloodhound was. I did it not long ago actually. The Bloodhound is really bad. Like it does absolutely nothing. Zombies, like it's back to your mechanics where they slow you down after they hit you. That was fat. That was. But you can actually still go up. But in that version, you can still go up to the Pack-a-Punch, have a gun out, hold square and switch, and you will Pack-a-Punch. Hold. It was like press triangle and hold it. Hold square, I think. And you would still be able to upgrade. You are still able to upgrade the Apothicon Servant because obviously in the pre-patch it hasn't been patched. So I went back and used it, and I just realised like how much better it is compared to the Revelation. Like if you have Revelations and you've played Revelations, and you're good at the Apothicon Servant, just if you have an alright internet. If your internet's horribly bad and it's like really slow, it probably don't. But if you have a good internet speed where you can download things relatively fast, just delete the game. Go back into don't do the updates. Put the update on pause when it comes up. Go into Shadows of Evil. Upgrade the Apothicon Servant, so that's the original, like the Mars Target, Abergarth, and that. And experience how much better, like, the Apothicon Servant was in Shadows of Evil compared to the way it is in Revelations. And it makes you wonder, like, why did they change? I mean, obviously, the biggest difference then is it's noticeable that in Revelations, the upgraded Apothicon Servant only has a 15-shot clip. No, 15 shots, so 1 in your chamber, 14 in reserve. Whereas the Shadows of Evil original one had 24 in a clip and 1 in reserve. No, 1 in reserve. No, 1 in its clip and 24 in reserve. So you have a 25 reserve. So they nerfed it down by 10 shots, which doesn't seem like much, but when it comes to Apothicon Servant, where it's all about the pause, that is quite a big nerf. I didn't think they'd do that. I thought they'd have kept it like the original, because I mean it's what everybody wanted, is the original. Um, but it's up to chat what they do. I don't really agree with it, but overall, Shadow of War is a great map. Oh, the characters. Um, Jackie Vincent, the crooked cop, Jessica the femme fatale, like the dancer girl. Nero is a failed magician, and Campbell the cheating ass boxer. They're good characters. I think they're my third favorite. Like they're not like obviously my favorite's the Primus crew, so Nikolai Richthofen and Takeo and Dempsey stuff like that. Then it's probably Mob of the Dead's crew. Then this crew, and then that Transit crew. I mean, everybody only liked the Transit crew for Misty. Uh, but I think like the top three, so like the Primus crew, the Mobley crew, and this crew are like the top three. They're the best. And even though like 4 is not bad, like that's the only other fourth set. I hate the Transit crew. Like I don't like Transit. I don't like Transit crew. There's only one map I like the Transit crew in, and that's Buried. I love Buried in Black Ops 2. Great map. But for all I care, Die Rise and Transit can suck ass. But this has been my Shadow of War review. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow for the Giant thing, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, you.